Hello, I'm Uriah, and this is the Productive Therapist Podcast. We provide world-class virtual assistants for world-changing therapists and practical tips on productivity, outsourcing, and building a business and a life that you absolutely love. I'm here again with my co-host, Tracel Callahan, who is our account manager and former 911 dispatcher. Hi, Tracel.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How long did you do that job for?
10 and a half years.
Did you really? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That is a long time. Have you heard of this TV show called Reno 911?
I have. I have not ever seen an episode of it.
You probably don't want to watch it with your history. It's actually quite good. It's a good show. So I'm wondering what for you, I'm sure in that role you were very productive and had to be like multitasking and on top of things. But now in your day-to-day life, what helps you be productive?
I am still really old school. So I have a list, pen and paper that I still use. I have a calendar that I kind of time block in things that I have to do every single day, certain things that are scheduled on the same time or the same day every week.
Right.
So, and then I do a little bit of, maybe a digital calendar, but most of it's pen and paper.
That's amazing. And it hasn't failed you yet, right?
No. As long as I remember to write something down.
True. I live and die by my to-do list for sure. And I'm always looking at it on my phone and on my computer and keeping track of things. For me, it doesn't really matter if you use paper and pen or you use a digital solution, but for me, getting those ideas and whatever pops into my mind, out of my mind and into some sort of other format where I can come back to it later, super helpful.
Yeah, sounds good.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about the 3 keys to productivity, and we could do a whole episode and more on each one of these, but we're going to touch on them briefly. And the first one is elimination, second one is delegation, and the third one is automation. And the order here doesn't matter, but I think they're all pretty powerful principles if you break them down. We're going to give a couple of examples of each one of these. So the first one, elimination, you can probably guess what that is, right?
Yes. Getting rid of stuff you don't need.
Exactly. And we all have this. And it tends to take the form of things that we think we should do or we're supposed to do. But the reality is, if we think about it, it's not actually moving forward our goals or bringing us any noticeable results. And everybody could have different examples of this. But for me, sometimes in the past, it's been spending time on posting on social media has been something that was not worth my time. And I decided to stop doing it altogether at different times.
A lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah, I know. I think that's happening a lot with therapists. I do think there's a lot of value in social media, but sometimes we think we must do it, but it's not always the case. And then for me, also attending networking events is something that I generally try to avoid doing. And really, the idea here is that any task that's on your list that you find yourself kind of advancing and pushing forward and not completing, I'm sure we can all relate to that to some degree, right?
Right.
You look at your list and you're like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow.
Right.
Procrastinating. I mean, sometimes we procrastinate the things that are really important, but a lot of times that is information that it's actually not critical, right?
Yes.
Can you think of anything on your list that you've eliminated and felt better about?
Let's see. No, there's something I probably need to do some thinking about that. And I'm sure there's things I could eliminate that would make my life easier.
Tomorrow morning, first thing, review your to-do list and eliminate one thing. Yeah. The one thing that I've done recently that's making the biggest difference is I've eliminated checking email before 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm having my assistant Jamie take care of that and just make sure that there's nothing that's critical. And I can't tell you how much of a difference it's made, because I basically would wake up and one of the very first things I would do would be check my email. And guess what? That would almost always derail me in one direction or another. Such a huge difference.
Anytime you can kind of chunk things together, that's going to save you a lot of time. If you can just decide 2 times a day maybe to look at your email, it can be very helpful.
For sure. I'm trying to do it about 3 to 4, and I'm doing pretty good, but I'm telling you, it takes quite a bit of discipline.
I bet.
It does. So the next one is delegation. This is something we love to talk about, and it's critical. I say delegation is the key to your freedom. I don't know if I made that up, but it sounds good. So the idea here is to delegate anything that you're either not really good at or you don't particularly enjoy. So you need to focus on the tasks that only you can do and that bring in the most money or move you towards your goals. And can you think of any examples for like the therapists that are listening? What do you think those things might be?
For some people, it is social media. They know it's important, but they usually don't have time to get to it, or maybe they don't feel particularly creative. But even just some administrative tasks, things that are necessary, intake phone calls specifically, they may enjoy doing it, but they just maybe have gotten so busy they don't have the time to do it anymore. That's a super easy thing to delegate to somebody else.
Absolutely. It's not a bad idea to make a short list of things that you know you shouldn't be doing, right. And then a list of the things that you know you must do. I think we recently heard that called the Big Five, right? The 5 things that you need to really focus on.
Yes.
So, I mean, for a lot of therapists, it definitely is seeing clients. That is the best use of their time. And probably some business growing, business building and marketing sort of tasks as well. My short list for things to absolutely delegate and never do. Bookkeeping is one of those. I just don't. I'm not interested, and I don't find that I'm particularly good at it. But it's super important, so I delegate that. And then insurance billing is something I've never wanted to really be an expert on. And then the last one is, I know it keeps coming up, but social media. I enjoy social media, but for some reason, it just doesn't excite me to go and create content for social media and constantly being keeping up with that. So I get people to help me with that, and it works out so well.
Right. It's one of those necessary evils. You have to have a presence, but to be able to have the time and skill to do it, you don't always have those things.
Definitely. And if it doesn't excite you, I mean, that's information that, if you feel like it's important for your business, find somebody to help you do it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the last one, and this one can be really fun, is automation. And the idea here is that anything that you can put on autopilot so you don't have to worry about it is honestly even better than delegation, because delegation requires some additional steps, maybe most likely somebody else to accomplish the task. However, the things that you automate, unless the technology breaks, right, it just happens. And there's a couple of examples that come to my mind are using autopay in Simple Practice, which automatically charges credit cards overnight. And that's a really nice thing, as long as you pay attention to a few things and make sure that the information in the calendar is correct. The payments are taken care of, and you wake up the next morning and it's all done. Right. No other steps required, which is beautiful.
I think there's a lot of places, even outside of business, where you can automate your life and make things a little easier. That just made me think of, most of us probably have like a bill pay or something like that for our own personal finances, and that makes a huge difference.
Good example. Automatic bill pay is a really good one. I have my rent check, my lease check for the office space automatically goes out from the bank once a month on a schedule, and I don't have to do that, which is really nice. Yeah. Who wants to lick stamps or lick envelopes anyways, right?
That's true. Yeah. Or write checks. I don't know who does that anymore.
Oh, every once in a while I have to write a check, and I just feel like it's the hardest thing I've ever done. No. 2 other quick examples to mention, and everyone can think about this. And it might take a little bit of thought to really consider what could I automate. But a couple other examples are, we've talked about this before in previous podcast episodes, online scheduling for the initial client call. Really nice to do that.
Yes.
It eliminates the back and forth sort of phone tag and just streamlines that process. And then you might not think about this as automation, but it actually is. If you create recurring task reminders in some sort of digital task manager, then that task comes back on a regular basis and reminds you that something needs to be done.
Yes.
Which is one of the downsides of paper.
That is true.
Quite do that, right?
You have to write it again and again and again.
Sure. So I have a number of those things that pop up every week that remind me, oh, don't forget to go do this, finish your notes from previously in the week, those type of things.
Right.
So that's a little bit of automation. At the end of the day, the truth is the more you eliminate, delegate, and automate, the more you will be productive and feel like you're using your time wisely. So if you'd like more tips on improving your skills of delegation, take a look at our newest course called Master of Delegation. You can check out our whole library of courses at productivetherapist.com/learn. Thanks for listening. Have a good one, Tracel.
You too.
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. This I know. Yeah, this I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't go around breaking young girls' feel my face when I'm with you, but I like it, but I like it. I can feel my face when I'm with you,